I'm Chef Greg. We're inside the forum, and this is Equipped for Flavor. We're here at the forum. We're going to make some au gratin potatoes. We're going to use the Hobart FP150 for two separate things. We're going to use it to slice the potatoes and also shred our cheese. We're going to toss all that together with a little cream sauce and some caramelized onions, put it in a nice baking pan, and we're going to cook it in our Vulcan Chef Combi. So here I've peeled some potatoes already, got them sitting in some water. I'm going to take them and I'm going to load them into our FP150. We'll slide these in. I'm going to keep them straight up and down, like so. And the best part about it is you can pack this entire cavity, keep these all standing straight up and down in there. And I don't need to worry about fiddling for buttons because I already turned the unit on. So now once I flip my handle over, it's going to start to press itself down. So here we go. Hold on. As we can see, we get some perfectly sliced potatoes. They're all just how I want them. So we'll do this again, get another batch in there. And that's all she wrote. It only took me a few seconds to slice all these potatoes. Doing them on a mandolin like we used to do back in the day would have taken forever, and I would have risked cutting my hands. Swapped out the blade on my FP150 here to a shredding blade, which is super easy to do. All I have to do is lift the top up, unscrew the cord, puller, and then there's the shredding blade I slid on there. So now I'm good to go. So I'm gonna make sure that I have it on. Now I can do the same thing we did with the potatoes. We're just gonna load it up. Do the two cheddar first. Then all I'm gonna do is slide this, start shredding. Just like that. Super easy. Now we'll do our Swiss. Throw these 3 different blocks in there, flip this over. There's all of our cheese, shredded and ready to go. So first thing I do with my potatoes, I always season them. Now that I have them together, just divide up, I'll put half my onions in each one. Now we're gonna take some of this sauce, we're gonna put enough in here to coat it. Now what I like to do is mix these up before I add any cheese to it. I don't want the cheese to start melting yet. I wanna get those potatoes nice and coated and get everything evenly distributed throughout. Perfect. So now, I grab my pans. I like to spray them real quick. So now the whole reason we cut these sliced potatoes is we want them to start stacking back on top of each other. But now that we have the sauce and the onions and the cheese all mixed in with them, it's gonna make it a beautiful layer. So I'm gonna take these, mix this cheese in with them. Now's when I wanna take them in my hand and I lay them out. So I lay them pretty flat so I can see that they're all kind of layered together and you see all that good cheesy goodness in between each layer there. That's what we're looking for. If you let them roll up and bundle up, you tend to get little pockets. So we're gonna try to alleviate that by flattening them all out as we put them in our pan. You can also see here I'm using a 4-inch deep pan and I'm only filling it halfway because I want that cream to have room to bubble. So I'm just trying to work smarter, not harder here. So now that I have my potatoes layered in here, smelling delicious, what I like to do is take this cheese that I have left here and I'm gonna take about half of it and I'm gonna put it on top again. Just gonna even it out. Nice thin layer, just like so. So you can see it, nice evenly covered. Now I'm gonna take the rest of my sauce that I have left and I'm just gonna drizzle this right over top. What it's gonna do is gonna find all those nooks and crannies. It's gonna work itself down. Now we're gonna take these, we're gonna put them in our Chef's Combi. Toss that in, let me know when it's ready. The timer just went off on our potatoes, so let's take a peek. See that ooey goodness? That's how we know it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. So now we're gonna throw these back in uncovered. And we're gonna let that cream reduce just a little bit and it'll actually start to brown up that cheese on top. So potatoes are done. Take a look at that. It's a nice golden brown around the outside. I always just take a little paring knife if I can and just slide it in. It should just cut right through those potatoes with no problem at all. If potatoes are still coming up on your knife, you know that you need to go a little bit longer. But this is perfect. Check the edges, check the middle. Now they're ready to just let them set up for a little bit, probably 10 minutes, let them sit out and relax, and then you can scoop and serve. I'm Chef Greg. This is Equipped for Flavor. Thanks for joining us in the forum.